Hey there, Earth signs. Just finishing setting up here. So what we're going to do, Earth signs, is the 3 tarots will represent the Earth signs in general. Then when we read individually, Capricorn, Taurus and Virgo, these 3 will apply to everyone. But yeah, then we'll read individual with the rest of the cards. So we'll just get 3 on each pile. This is Earth signs, please. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, bottom of the deck, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Let's get cracking straight away. No mucking about. Capricorn first. What's the... Oh, no, sorry. Earth signs in general first. Ooh. Might be a tough time for Earth signs. There's a lot of air energy here. You may be dealing with a child or someone young, something to do with an air sign. There may be some sort of conflict going on, arguments. It looks like there's been some sort of stress or dishonesty or sleepless nights. It can be something that you've been doing to yourself, Earth signs. This can be you've brought this upon yourself. Now, I do say sometimes that the 8, especially the swords or the wands in the normal poker deck, the 8 of spades, to me is something to do with drugs, alcohol, medication, or even things like gambling. Sitting right beside the page of swords, I feel like it was a rushed, impulsive decision. The ace of swords could actually represent some type of something to bring this back into order. So if this was you and you turned up at work drunk and you were impulsive and stupid, this would be the boss coming down saying, go home and we don't even know if we want you here anymore. If this was something else, this could be where you drank or took drugs or something, you hopped in a car and drove around. This would be authority, bringing it back into order. Another way of looking at this is you may have been not well and you're trying to work out what to use. You've been to a doctor, you've been to whatever, and it may be turning out that it's something you've been eating all the time, and this is like, you've got to grow up. So let's see the individual signs to see what the hell's going on here with Earth signs. It does look like it will turn around because of the Ace of Swords. This was impulsive and a quick decision, and it may be that you've been stressed and you've not been sleeping properly and you're like trying things. Everybody's saying, oh, I just drink hot milk, or somebody else says, oh, I've been using this natural thing from the chemist, go and buy it. My advice, if you're not sleeping or you've got stress, anxiety, you're not feeling well, whatever, go and see a doctor. Or if you don't see doctors and you see naturopath or whatever it is you do, go and see somebody that knows what they're talking about, instead of listening to every Tom, Dick and Harry about, oh, you've got this problem with your health. I've been using this here. Try my tablet. Don't ever do that, guys. Go to the professionals. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a therapist. So yeah, if it's mental kind of exhaustion, it does look like you will start to get clarity and know what you need to do. Anyway, it looks like it might be a bit of a heavy time for the Earth sign. So let's get started with Capricorn. Let's just move Virgo and Taurus out of the way here. So Capricorn, stress, not sleeping, worries, fears. What's going to happen? Should I do this? Should I not do that? Why did this person say that? So I feel like there's been a lot of that energy going on for you. Could have something to do with a long-term commitment. It could also be a job. You might be committed to a job and you don't want to stay there anymore. You might be committed to a person, but you don't want to be in that anymore. Or you might be questioning somebody's loyalty to you, because this is all about loyalty and trust and movement forward. So let's see what else we've got for you, Capricorn. Yeah, we've got double aces here. This may have been going on for over a year, or it may be something that's going to take a year to sort itself out. We do have a commitment of love, not so much about a job. So I feel like the double black 8 energy is you or somebody else that you're worried about. Is there something to do with problems with medication? Is there problems with too much alcohol, gambling? Are you keeping yourself up at night because something doesn't work anymore. But I do feel this is something to do with a commitment. It could be a marriage. It could be something long-term. But there's a lot going on in your head at the moment, Capricorn. Will it turn out? This is a mini reading. This is a general reading, so this is not going to suit everybody. I do feel a strong bond and a commitment to somebody. And this person's either trying to help you because you're going through this, or you're trying to help them because they're going through this. I do feel an idea is coming in, something to sort this out. There may be some sort of truth revealed. A person you love or a person you work with or something may be doing something behind your back, and you find out about it and you go, okay, let's rectify this situation. We got to sort this out now. With the double aces and this kind of behavior, don't forget I said that it could be something impulsive, something childish. It could even be something to do with a child. Usually when I see spades and swords, I feel pain, like it can be mental pain or physical pain, like more to do with an injury of some sort. It could even be a medical injury where something was given and it's caused a problem. Not so much to do with sickness, okay? So let's just do yes and no for Capricorn. If yes and no doesn't come out, I will then, based on the energy of these cards and these, give you a yes or a no. Negative being no, positive cards being yes. So at the moment you're in the middle with positive and negative. So let's see what we get here. Yes and no, yes or no for Capricorn with their question today. Yes or no for Capricorn with their question today. Okay, that's, yeah, okay, so we got feeling a little bit off. Like I said, something doesn't feel right here. I feel like it's more than just a little bit, though, for some Capricorn people. Be patient with somebody. Their pace is not yours. Okay, I'm going to feel a negative feeling here, so I'm feeling like this is a no at the moment for Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn, good luck with all of that. It does look like it might be a bit of a stressful time. I'm hoping that these two cards here and this is that through a love bond, a commitment that you have with somebody, that is going to eventually work itself out. But if it's anything to do with injury, sickness, pain, mental pain, whatever it is, please go to a doctor or whatever it is you do in your life. Please get it sorted out. Don't just think, oh, this thing will go away, or oh, Joe Blow told me to use blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to use that. It worked for him. It might work for me. No, go and get your own diagnosis and sort this out. All right. Moving right along. That was pretty heavy duty. Taurus. What do we got for Taurus people today? You may have acted on impulse. You may be dealing with somebody very young and foolish at times, because the Page of Swords can be, I want it now, I want it, let's go, I want to go buy this car. Or you might have a teenager who has a job and you find out that they've gone and seen somebody and they've got themselves a credit card and they've got an overdraft of 10 grand and you're like, oh my God, you know. So it could be impulsive actions, but let's see what we've got down here, whether this is negative or positive energy. Ooh, we've got a sexual card coming out. Okay, you've got cards that represent player. Now, this could be you or somebody you're dealing with, Taurus. This is all about making the wrong decision. I feel this could be third party. We have three characters here. We got the Jack of Clubs, we got the Page, and we got the King. We've also got different age groups. We've got young, getting middle-aged, and old. So we've got the three age groups showing up. It could be that there's a couple, one's a little bit younger or something, and somebody's straying around with somebody quite young. Or it could be the opposite way around, that you're involved in a relationship and you or your partner is looking outside the square with somebody older. I do feel a big sexual energy here. I just feel like it's the wrong thing, although here it's like it's a lot of excitement and pleasure, going places, talking. There is talking a lot of truth here, though. So for Taurus, either your energy is like this, you may be dealing with an air sign, or I always say this is an earth sign. So this may be you dealing with an air sign. This usually can be something about reuniting with someone from the past. It just looks like a fling. I just don't like the black 9, because the black 9 could indicate that you go, oh gosh, I shouldn't have done that. So there may be some sort of reunion, a couple of drinks happen, next thing you know, one thing leads to another. The next day or the next week you're thinking, oh my gosh, what have I done? It does look like the truth will come out to try and solve all of this. Another way of looking at it is just having fun, and male or female energy, just going out with different people. There's sex involved, there's enjoyment involved. This here is behind somebody's back though. This person's looking this way, there's something going on behind their back that is stressing them out. They may actually know about it and they're trying to seek out the truth. So let's just do a yes and no for Taurus. So just, if we don't get yes and no out of this deck, I'll give you the energy reading on what I've got in front of me. This doesn't always have to be a bad kind of thing. It can just be romantic and feeling sensual and attractive, and this is an attractive card. This could be something like going to a gym together with people and working on your body, but there's flirtation. This is flirtation. I just don't like that black 9. It could be that you and your partner are going to have a big blow up about this flirtation with this young energy here. It could be that you're acting young yourself. You might be in your 40s and deciding to hang out with people that are 20 or 30. Yeah, so let's see what we get, yes or no, for Taurus energy. But it can actually be that you're going to reconnect with someone from the past where there was something that happened in the past, and this is stressing you out, but you want this reunion with somebody that you know. I do feel like it's a reunion of sex. So, sex and flirtation. All right, yes or no for Taurus. Yes or no. Things might not go as planned and endings are near. I'm going to give a no to pile number 2 with Taurus. This is negative. This can be good or negative or positive. These are indicating the 3 of them sitting together is a negative energy, and something might not happen the way you thought. Okay? You might think, oh, I'll just sit down and tell my partner the truth, and you might think, they'll forgive, or they'll say no problem, or be prepared that it might be a bit of an explosion there. It could be silence as well. All right, let's move on to Virgo. Let's just move these all out the way. Okay, so as I said to all the signs, the top 3 cards are for all of you. So Virgo, it does look like there's been maybe an injury, maybe something that went wrong. It can be a medical injury as well. I keep reminding people injury doesn't have to be fall over and break an ankle. It can be medical injury as well. These things happen. This can represent drugs, alcohol, gambling as well. I do feel that some Virgos out there, you've either been dealing with somebody very immature, very impulsive, an air sign in particular. Also, you maybe have done this sort of thing. It does look like things are getting squared away, possibly officially squared away. If there's been tomfoolery going on at the workplace, this might be something, the hammer coming down on all of this. But anyway, let's see whether this is to do with health or love, or what is this? Ooh. Virgo. Virgo, you know the answer to what's going to make everything settled and happy. This is key to success, key to happiness, key to love. The Jack of Diamonds, unfortunately, Virgo, it's somebody that needs to grow up. And we got this energy here as well. This is changes that have to happen either around you, at work. This energy could be work. All of this could be work. And this can be work as well. Even though it's got the rose in there, this can be a key to success. It does have an 8 of diamonds down here. If there was any kind of medical kind of thing or sickness or injury or mental anguish going on, it looks like there might be a turnaround by August with these 8s here. The 8s also can be careful who you're involving yourself with. This black 7 can be hanging out with the wrong people, doing the wrong things. Also, I'm getting an energy here, Virgo, about something to do with at home. This is the home. If you're living on your own, or if you're living with other people, or you're in a marriage or anything like that, this can be where either there's some sort of pain and suffering going on. It can be mental pain. It can be arguments that are going to happen here. But you know the key to success to make things balance again. You've got to make the right decisions here, Virgo, because this can be news coming in. And depending on what you do with this information, you can either sulk about it or get resentful about it. You can argue about it, or you can make firm decisions and move successfully forward. I do feel a lot of black energy around the earth signs this week for some reason. I don't know if it's mental strain or there's actual physical pain of some sort going on. I do feel this is something to do with a female energy here. And like I said, you may be dealing with an air sign, which would be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So you may be dealing with those energies this week. Down here, I always say that this is a fire sign, Virgo, because of the diamonds. I've always, until somebody corrected me and said Pentacles and diamonds are earth. But I'm going to say that there might be involvement with 2 young people. One is air and one, to me, is fire. You may actually be having an argument about one of these people. And again, for some of you out there, this might be an argument about children, about what to do next. And it could be something to do with work as well. Okay, so let's do a yes and a no on Virgo. So I don't know if this is, because this can be a doctor as well, Virgo. I just remembered this can be medical, and then that would represent some sort of physical pain that's going on, something that has to change. This is a forced change going on. So let's say you've been doing certain things, you've been a bit foolish with something. This would be where information comes out through medical that you can't do this anymore. And so something you've been wanting to do, you might have decided to join a gymnastics group, but you've got some sort of injury or something from the past, and it's starting to get more and more painful. The doctor will say, look, I'm sorry, at your age or whatever, you can't do this anymore. So yeah, I feel like there could be medical information coming in or financial. If this is financial and work, be prepared, guys. Your job might be changing in a big, big way. The dynamics of the job, the people you work with, it might all get restructured. You might get sent to one building, they get sent to other buildings. People might be leaving. So yeah, there's some sort of forced structure and change going on over here. Not really feeling anything to do with love, even though this key, normally in a love sequence, it would be, you know, the key to change here. If it is anything to do with a partner or love, I'd have to say that there's some dark change there. All right, so yes and no for Virgo, top and bottom cards. If we don't get a yes or a no out of this deck, I will just work on the energy I'm seeing there, positive or negative. Yes or no for Virgo. It's time to sort out the finances, Virgo, and you're being asked, are you sure? So if you were on a plan. Don't forget that the earth sign energy, something that stressed you out, it can represent medication, drugs, alcohol, things like that as well. Some sort of foolish, impulsive actions, and then something is rectifying it with the Ace of Swords. I feel this is like the right choice, especially with that key sitting there, because you've been told to sort out your finances. Maybe financially things are getting tough for Virgo, so it's time to sit down and work out the future plan with money. And also, are you sure? Are you sure this is the right decision, Virgo? Yes or no? No, no. Yes, yes, yes. And no. And maybe. We've got a yes and a no here. For Virgo. So some of you, your question is a definite yes and move forward, but it might be delayed. And some of you, it's a definite no, but at the moment, it's not a no. So I hope that makes sense to people. It's mostly about the energies of the cards today, not necessarily a yes and no question. I just throw that in on the star signs just for a little bit extra. Anyway, that is Earth signs for the week.